And you should be up and
Hey,
going.
hello. Hey, everybody. Happy Friday night. Friday night, you made it to the weekend. Woohoo! Hopefully, you're home from work. Anyway, thanks for joining us. And is Duke giving you trouble?
Duke is he's a pain in my backside. But
So let me, I guess I started my video. Hey, so welcome everybody. If you pop on, say hello, let us know where you're watching from if you're new. My name is Robin, and behind the computer and behind the camera is Bill. We are Raincross Farms Makery. So we are a couple of folks who like to craft and who like to present craft videos to give you inspiration to be creative. So we are located just outside of Lewiston, Idaho. So say hello, welcome.
Hello. Oh, you mean them?
Not well, you can say hello.
Hello.
So we've got, I have an owie on my finger, I just noticed. Sorry. So why don't we get started? So if you are watching, even if you're watching the replay, give us some hearts to our video, follow our page. We're trying to get to our first 1,000 followers, and we would sure love to get there quickly. So we'd love to have you join us. And if you're so inclined, share our video out to somebody you know who likes crafting, especially somebody who likes farmhouse style farm decor, because that's what we're going to be doing tonight. So let's see. I see. It hasn't said anything yet, but my phone is telling me Tina is watching and
Hi,
Patty
Tina.
is watching.
Who?
Tina Ernest and Patty DeJean are
hi,
watching.
Guys.
So they haven't said anything yet. They're quiet.
That's okay.
They're working their way up to it.
What happens?
Okay. So let me tell you about the project we're going to do tonight. I'm doing this because for people who are local, I'm going to do a live craft workshop. And this is the project we're going to do. So before I do that, I want to have some finished pieces so they can kind of see what they can do with it. So this is the transfer we're going to use. It's called Homestead. And so there's 4 different designs that you could use. This one says the Homestead. This one says life is beautiful. This one says blessed. And this one says farmhouse-ish. A rustic dwelling minus the actual farm. So some people really like farmhouse, but they live in the city. That's kind of perfect. You can pretend you're farmhouse, even though you don't really have a farm. It's much. You know, 2 patties. We have 2 patties on.
We're doing great.
Okay, 2 patties. We have a double decker.
Double
2
patty.
patties.
Oh, I
2
get
all
it.
beef
I
patties.
get it.
Special sauce,
Well,
lettuce,
let's
cheese.
see if all beef or not.
Pickles, onions on a sesame seed bun. Hey, both patties, hello.
You're just
And
showing your age.
we are good. We had a beautiful day here. It was kind of a spring day. How warm was it?
Actually, did I not comment on Patty's post today? She did one of those with the little beads on it, I think.
I don't know that I saw it. Okay, so anyway, we're going to use this transfer, and this is perfect when paired with our simple shapes rectangles. So this is about 1/8 of an inch thick wood. It's probably really a particle board, but it has a real nice wood grain. If it's not real wood, it's a good facsimile of, and it's painted white, and you can actually see the grains, and it fits perfect. These designs are designed to fit perfectly on this board. Now these come 2 in a pack. So if you used front and back, 1 pack of these would give you all 4 of these designs. Pretty awesome, don't you think? Now, if you don't have something like this, Dollar Tree always has some sort of sign that is roughly that size. This is 5 by 12. So get you some surfaces, get you this this transfer. I'm going to wait a second because I'm going to do something special with it. Okay, so we're just going to do 2 of them tonight, and then we'll do 2 of them another night. And I'm going to do one side. This is black and white themed night. Hey, Cheryl, welcome. You made it. You're on time. Black and white theme. So one side we are going to do with a white background with black paste, and the other side we are going to paint black and we're going to chalk white over it. However, there's a problem. I'm reusing this. So this was something I had, I think it said Hello Pumpkin, which was darling, but I don't really want Hello Pumpkin out right now, and I don't want to have to store this away and try to remember where I put it next fall. So what I did is I just kind of scraped off the paste and sanded down the background paint, and I'm just going to paint right over it, and we're going to paint that white. Okay, sound good? Does that sound good?
Wait, you're going to paint that white?
I'm sorry, I'm going to paint it black.
I was going to say, why would you paint something white if it's a white board?
I don't know.
So Cheryl, what happened on that fire that was headed your way?
Oh yeah, I heard about that. Has the fire taken a turn? A good turn? I am opening up my paint. This is chalk paint. I don't sell this. This is probably from Joann's or Michael's or somewhat, maybe even Walmart. This is Folk Art brand chalk paint, and this is rich black color. And because I'm doing such a big section, I'm not going to use my paste to paint it. I'm going to just use real paint.
It says up to 40 acres and only 20% contained.
Well, at least 40 acres isn't horrible, but it spreads. Okay, so I'm going to try very carefully to not get this on the edges because I want to keep the edges white. So I'm going to get my black chalk paint and just start painting. The good thing about chalk paint is it covers really well, and I'm almost certain this black is going to completely cover this orange in one coat. At least that is my hope. Okay, so I'm trying to be careful on those edges.
So you're just brushing
I'm
off
going
the edge
off the edge instead of dragging it this way where I'm going to smear that paint on the edge. I am brushing off the edge. I'll do the same thing here. Now you should paint with the grain. Right now I'm not because I'm really just working on those edges. Then I'll go back over it with the grain. So how was everyone's week? Did we survive? I certainly hope so.
So far, I survived.
You have survived so far.
Let's see. Cheryl says it was a controlled burn by Cal Fire.
Oh,
it wasn't quite as controlled as it should have been. Yeah,
yeah, that happens.
It's still something that needs to do before the heat comes. If that happened during the hot time of the year when the heavy winds are blowing.
I was gonna say usually wildfires are a summer autumn type of deal, but if it was a controlled burn, that makes sense.
I don't know how many of you, I just got to say something. I don't know how many of you are, will open up a TikTok file, you know, the 3-minute videos or 1-minute videos. But I have a friend that I knew in high school, and her husband is Santa Corky. Santa Corky, C-O-R-K.
Corky Claus.
Yeah, like Corky Claus. Maybe I will call him that. I don't know. But he's on TikTok. He's been on there for like 2 weeks now. And I was just watching. He was doing a live on there, and just people saying hi to Santa Claus. And he had over 1 million likes where people tapped the screen. He had thousands of shares. Almost 2,000, 2,500 shares. he was talking to people from the Philippines and from Sweden, and I'm trying to think of some of the other ones. I think there was somebody from Switzerland. Then, of course, all the American people, and of course, it's a bunch of kids and whatnot. You know, say this person's name, that person's name. He's a good-looking Santa. So it was fun. It was fun to watch him have that kind of success.
Yeah, and how long has he done it?
About
2 weeks. A week?
2 weeks.
A week,
but-
2 weeks. I think not Porky Claus, Corky, Corky,
goodness.
C, Porky Claus. Okay. Okay, I think I got this. I got just a tad bit over the edges, and I think I'll just sand those off. And so I'm just going to do one more smooth out with my brush strokes. And clean that up. Seal this up, and I'm going to dry it with my dryer. So I think, Bill, I think you ought to dress up as Santa Claus and come craft with me and get me 1 million views.
I don't think I am nowhere near as good looking Santa.
Or we need to invite Santa Corky on one of our lives. We'll arrange that. We are planning. I'm going to a Chalk Couture event in Seattle next month. And they live just outside of Seattle, so well, I don't really want the entire world to know where Santa Corky lives. Santa Corky lives in the North Pole.
Wait a minute. Do you think the whole world is watching us?
You never know. You never know. We are channeling the spirit of Santa Corky, and we just might.
Well, you guys ought to go. If you do TikTok, you really ought to go follow him. He works hard.
Tell him Bill sent you.
Tell him Bill sent you. That'll be fun.
Really? That would be good, Cheryl. Did you sign up for it? Did you sign up for it? I guess it's a fun event. I am planning on going to the one in Seattle. I've never been to one before. Okay, I think that's dry. And I did pretty good on my edges. Not perfect though. So I'm going to take my sanding block and I'm just going to kind of sand off some of that black paint that's spilled over. Pretty good on that side. Okay. Looking good. Okay. So, you know the drill. I just painted this and it's a wood surface, so that's 2 reasons why we wax. And I am going to, because I want to keep this bright white. I'm going to do another one. I don't know if it'll be tomorrow or if it'll be later. I'm going to do another one with the white and I'm going to go over it with the antique dark wax. But this one I want to keep a bright white. So I'm not going to use my dark wax. I'm going to use my surface wax. Again, unfortunately, this is out of stock, but you can just use paste wax from a hardware store. It works just as well. It just smells really bad. And I can feel that paint is really sucking up this wax. So, 2 reasons why I'm waxing. I'm protecting the surface, the painted surface, because I'm going to put a sticky transfer on top of it. And that sticky would like to stick to my chalk paint that I just put down. And when I pull it up, it will pull up the paint. So I don't want that to happen. And this also helps level out any grooves or wood grains in the surface.
I like Robin.
Silly crafters. We are silly.
And that's
It's all an
okay.
act. It's
if
all
you're
an
not
act.
having fun, you're doing something
There
wrong.
you go. Okay. So I've got my wax on. Now I'm going to buff most of it off. Because I don't really want to leave a waxy surface. And I'm also going to do the other side. Even though I haven't painted, it's still wood and it still has that wood grain. And another thing is if I wax this and I make a mistake or my paint bleeds, if I have waxed it, I get just a little extra insurance that I can clean that up. You got the kitchen stencil today. Awesome. Yay. What are you going to make with it? You need to make it and post a picture. We would love to see that. Oh, that didn't come through. That was that was a private message. Somebody told me they got a transfer today. It came through my messenger. I was thinking it was one of these comments.
Nope.
No. Oh well, maybe she's on.
Right here.
Maybe she's on. Maybe she just didn't want everyone to know that. Okay, again, I've waxed it. Now I'm going to buff it off. And my board is all ready to go.
So what did you do today while you're working?
What did I do today?
Yeah, what did you do today?
I went to a thing at church. This was my Women's Day out, I guess. I went to a thing at my church for women.
I got to stay home with the dog.
And you got to stay home with the dogs. And then after that, I'm part of a women's business network in Latah County, which is where we reside. So up here, Julietta, Kendrick area. And they have a meeting once a month, and I was invited to put up a little display of the things I do for my business. So I had a little table where that's why we're missing a lot of things, because I was just grabbing stuff to put on display and I didn't get them all put back. And then I had 5 minutes to talk, and I thought, talk schmuck. I was gonna chalk. Instead of talk, I was gonna chalk, because this stuff speaks for itself. So I just basically got up there, got a frame, and chalked a design all in one color. Took me like 3 minutes, and they were like, oh, wow. Okay, I am going to cut these apart. Sometimes I don't, but this size backer sheet kind of gets a little unwieldy.
Didn't you start with a joke or anything?
No, I didn't start with a joke, but
Why not?
I started with my teacher because I wanted to know. These are one lady's a web designer, one lady is a retirement investment counselor, one lady owns a bakery, one lady owns a bed and breakfast. So one's a realtor, and I don't know their crafting ability. So I started with my old teacher, show me on your fingers on a scale of 1 to 5, how crafty are you? So if you're a 1, if you don't know which end of the scissors to pick up, you can put up 1 finger. If you're super duper crafty, put up 5 fingers. And I got quite a bit of, I don't think I got any 1s. I think I got mostly 3s, 4s, and 5s. So,
Just so you know, I just let her talk because there's nothing she could do about it. But
what?
we had an outage on our Starlink for almost that whole description you were just given.
Oh well, it must not have meant to be. Okay, so these are the 2 I'm going to do today. I'm going to do farmhouse-ish, and I'm going to do blessed. Okay, and so I've got this ready. So how about we start with the farmhouse-ish, and then I'll do another one with homestead and life is beautiful. So if any of my people from today are watching, say hello. Some of you said you were going to watch. I don't know if you are yet. Okay. Sticky transfer. So I'm going to fuzz it. I'm going to put a little layer of fuzz on that sticky part. This isn't super sticky. It came out pretty well. And I'm going to center it here. And it looks pretty close side to side. And actually, I'm going to put it up a little higher than center because I'm not quite sure how I'm going to display this. Is that crooked? That's a little bit crooked. I'm not sure how I'm going to display this. If I put it in a stand, I'll show you what I mean in just a second. I could punch holes in it and hang it, or I could put it in a little display stand like this, and if I do that, it's going to sink down a bit. So I want to give it a little extra space up top. Okay, pushing down, making sure there's no air bubbles. Did we lose everybody? Okay. Check in. Check in. Chicken. Check in. Let's see if you're all still here.
In fact, we probably ought to go get some more chicken.
Okay, I'm back. Yep, we might go on a field trip. We might even take you guys on a field trip with us. We might go get some more little girls to add to our flock.
Lena said she's here.
Yay, Alana! Okay, and I just dripped water on this. I don't want to happen. So this is going to be pretty easy.
Here, of course.
Yes, Cheryl's back. Okay, black chalk paste, Chalkology paste, chalk in paste form. I am going to, instead of, and I mentioned before, when I use the small squeegee, which is actually more like a medium squeegee, it's about just under 2 inches wide, and it kind of completely fills up the mouth of my paste jar, and I end up making a big old mess when I do that. So instead of putting the squeegee in the jar, I'm going to take the paste out of the jar and then squeegee it. A lot neater. Okay, and I got way too much, so I'm going to take the excess, put it back in my jar. So from this meeting that I went to today, I got about 3 people that sounded very interested in coming to my workshop. So if any of you are listening and you live in the north central Idaho area, check the page for an event and come on down. I'm going to host it here at the house, at the farm, and a little bit of paste on my finger.
I don't have to do any entertaining, do I?
You're going to have to, you're in cleanup duty.
Oh.
You're going to have to run the transfers to the sink.
All right.
Okay, here we go.
Oh, you're going to
Peel and reveal.
There you go.
Yeah. Little boo-boo, and I think that was where I dropped that water. That drop of water actually kind of... And I'm going to spray that so when I go to clean it, it won't be all dry. So cute, cute, cute. What do you think? Do we like?
Of course we like it.
Now, if you didn't want the ish, you could leave off the ish. You could just have the word farmhouse on something. So I may go back later and decorate this with something else. Because it kind of is plain, but that's okay. That's part of farmhouse, kind of being simplistic. that dried up. You like the ish? You could add ish to anything too. Homestead ish. Life is beautiful ish.
What?
Ish. Okay. There we go. So, simple, easy, but it looks awesome. No, and I didn't have to get out my Cricut and find my vinyl and weed it, and with a Cricut, if you've ever tried, you can't make those surfaces reusable. Once you take that vinyl off, you've got that sticky stuff that'll never go away. Okay, I'm going to get out a towel because we're going to do the other side. I'm going to make sure I have tops up, and until that is completely dry, I'm going to keep it on a towel. And then we are going to do blessed in white on the black. I think that will look striking.
It will look striking.
Striking.
You being violent again. Striking.
So let me peel this off. Go. Okay, again, brand new, so it's at its stickiest. And remember, I'm putting it down on paint. Now I have waxed.
Cheryl says she has a friend that goes by Ish.
So I'm just going to fuzz it a couple of times. See a big chunk of fuzz right there. Rid of that. And I'm going to center it on board. There we go. Press it down. So we talked yesterday about our little deal with Facebook. We have officially 1 hour and, what did I say, 3 minutes, 8 minutes? 1 hour, 8 minutes in the books. We have to get 10 hours. That is crooked. That is like really crooked. Duh. So we have a thing with Facebook. They offered us, if we will do 10 hours of lives in the next 30 days, they'll pay us $500. That's what they said.
I'll believe it when it comes in a check.
Yeah, and you know, we were gonna do it. We're gonna go live anyway. 10 hours is like nothing. That's 10 days, and so we signed up for it. And cleaning all day. I need to do cleaning all day.
Now she's cleaning up from cleaning up.
Yeah, that
sounds about right. That's why I'm excited about us having a live here.
This is really hot. Yeah, because I'll have to clean. Okay, push that down. And I've got my white paste. And same thing, I'm going to get a stir stick. This live isn't going to be a full hour. That's okay. We will get her done.
Are you going to do the border?
Mm-hmm. I am. Now, a good thing about this transfer also is that I can use this border for something else. It's not just limited to this design. Okay, take off that excess. Put it back in my jar so I can use it again. Okay, did I get everything? Think so.
Here comes the big reveal.
Okay, here we go. Peel and reveal and squeal.
I'm not going to squeal.
Oop, I'm going to lay that back down. think it was just an uneven surface. But because I hadn't picked it all the way up, I can lay it right back down. The good thing about this is it's meant to look a little rustic, especially because it's like a chalkboard. I'm gonna go back over that. Because you know, sometimes chalkboards look a little choppy. There we
The
go.
question is, will we ever get the stencil off?
Okay, there we go. What do you think? So we've got blessed on this side, black and white. And we've got farmhouse-ish on this side, white and black. Awesome, awesome. I like it. Okay, so let me spray that. Okay, another thing that went along with, while I'm thinking about it, another thing that went on with that 10 hours of lives is they also said that if your viewers give you stars, if you get, when you reach $25 in stars donated to you, they will double that. So we thought, yes, we will do that. We could get $25 worth in stars. So we certainly appreciate, we do not require, and we're not really begging for them, but if you give us stars, just know that once we hit $25, Facebook's going to double them. It's kind of like a thon, fundraising a thon, where for the next 30 minutes, your contribution will be doubled. So, and we decided what we're going to do, what we're going to save up for with the stars, first is a dedicated computer that we can leave down here in the studio. So we're not dragging computers up and down the stairs every day, every night. So, like I said, we appreciate any stars that you give us. Okay, so there we go. Let me clean up. Let me clean the transfer.
Put it in its little stand too.
Put it in its stand. Well, this isn't going to be its stand because it's brown. It's brown. Well, I can't put it here and clean the transfer.
Got it centered well. I mean, on the, you allowed for the stand thickness. Okay.
Okay, so I'm going to clean up. Put this off to the side. We'll do another one with these two, front and back. Couple of things coming up I want to make sure you know about. Okay, I've got this sprayed, and I'm going to start with my, what is it, a Swedish dishcloth. It's just like a reusable paper towel. And I'm going to get just the bulk of that paste off of my screen. Flip it around and do the black. Now the black is going to stain this screen because it's got such heavy pigments. That's okay. As long as I get it cleaned out of the screen, it won't matter. It won't affect using it in the future. And then I'm moving to my board eraser. I could have just gone straight to board eraser, but now that I've got a lot of that paste off of there, it's less wear and tear on my board eraser. Now this will work to pull the rest of that off. And I had a lot on there, I can tell. So I'm just going to kind of flip it over. And I'm working to get that paste out of the screen. And this one is really crucial because it's got these little teeny tiny dots that are going to want to hang on to the paste. So I'm going to make sure I get that really, really cleaned out before I put it away.
Linda, we'll get to it in a second. She said, that's pretty. I missed what you did after painting it black. It was outside feeding the monsters again.
After I painted it black, I just waxed it. Waxed it really well. And then chalked on it. Okay, so I believe I've got the paste out of there. Okay. So our board erasers are like magic erasers, but no chemicals, because we don't want to use chemicals on this. It will break down the plastic, it will break down the adhesive, and then your transfer is no good. The company guarantees that you can get 10 to 12 uses out of these as long as you clean them up properly. And I'm trying to show you the proper technique.
Christy said you're supposed to get samples of paste in club.
In club, yes. You didn't get the paste packets? Did you get the transfer? Because I don't know that they, I don't know. Did you get the bicycle transfer? Designers do not get the paste packets. Oh, she typed club. Designers don't get the paste packets because they assume with your 40% discount, you've already bought paste. And so you're good to go. Where club members, they know that maybe you're starting out and you don't have a lot of paste, and so they include the paste packets. Okay, nope, you didn't get the transfer. You know what? I will contact you afterwards. You got the transfer, but no paste. And you got the, did you get the 5 transfers or the bicycle one? I just want to make sure. I know they haven't sent out the Farm Words one. Yeah. Your bonus with signing up in February, what I think, I don't know if she's returning it, referring to that, but if you signed up for club in February, you got 5 free transfers. Those 5 free transfers don't come with the paste because that was the bonus. Now they sold out of the February transfer, and I heard they just restocked it. So you should be getting it before too long. You should be getting it with your March order, and that should come with the paste packets. But I will follow up with you and make sure you got what you're supposed to get. But your 5 free transfers would not have come with paste because the deal was just the transfers on those. And they were the club transfer was on back order, and that's the one you'll get the paste with. And I believe they are sending those out with the March transfer. But again, I'll follow up with you afterwards. Okay, so I've got that cleaned off. I'm going to let it air dry. Once it's air dry, I'm going to put it back on its backer sheets, the shiny side to the sticky side. But once it's dry, don't do it while it's wet, because first of all, it won't stick, because when it's wet, they're not really sticky until it dries, and then the sticky comes back. So shiny side to sticky side, and then put it back in its little plastic house, and it's good to go for the next time you're ready to use it. So what do you think? Did you give me some hearts? I did. If you did, I missed them. Give them to me again. If you liked it, tell me. Let's see. Tell me which is your favorite. Blessed or ish? Did you? Oh, there's some hearts.
Is there a blessed dish?
Okay, so tell me which is your favorite. Blessed or ish? You gotta type in a word or a word part. Blessed or ish?
Cheryl says
Cheryl
blessed.
likes blessed. Patty likes blessed. Okay, so now are you liking, next question, are you liking the word or are you liking the design, the black background? Blessed is your favorite. Okay. So which is your, regardless of, let me rephrase that. Regardless of the word, which is your favorite design? The black background or the white background? Not the word, because I think it's unanimous. Blessed is the favorite design, but the style. Do you like the black background or the white background?
Alana, that was real helpful.
She can't decide. Okay, Alana likes both. Well, that's okay. Okay, Cheryl likes the black background. Patty likes the black background. I think I do too. I think the other ones we're going to do, I'm going to do one of them, I'll keep white again, but I will antique it with the dark wax and distress the edges. I think that will look great. Okay, Linda likes the black. And then the other side, I think I might do, because I kind of do a lot of the green, I think I might do a green background and maybe white words. We'll see about that. But so that'll be for another day. So that way when I have my workshop, I will have some samples for them to look at and they'll say, oh, I like this black, but I'd rather have this design or whatever. So you're helping me prepare for my workshop. Those of you that are designers, they actually have a kit ready to go for designers if you are interested in holding your own workshop. So they've got a kit available where you get enough supplies to have a workshop for 6 people. So you could do 2 workshops of 3 or 1 workshop of 6. So if you're a designer and you're thinking about doing that, that might be a good investment. If you're not a designer and you would like to get the supplies for this, and I believe I put in the cart link, I put in the transfer with the 4 different designs and a package of these wood cutouts. These are our simple shapes rectangles. They come 2 to a pack, so you get 2 of them. So front and back, you have enough to do all 4 of the designs. And I think I put in some paste packets of black and white in case you don't have any black and white. If you go to that link, if you type, what did I say? Homestead, because that's the name of the pattern. Homestead. Where did I put it? So if you type Homestead, you'll get a link. You get a link to the supplies. And if you already have paste or you want different colors than black and whites, feel free to take something out of the cart, put something new in the cart. If you don't want the surfaces, you want to do something on your own, maybe something from the Dollar Tree or from your own wood shop, take out the boards and make it your own. Okay, couple other things coming up real quick. If you are interested in learning more about what you could do with Chalk Couture, from just watching lives to being a customer to being a club member to being a designer, and being a designer has a whole range of levels. You could be not just a hobbyist. We're not supposed to say just a hobbyist. You could be a hobbyist designer where you just want to create your own things and you like that 40% discount, all the way to you want to turn it into a full-blown business and replace an income. There's that wide range of designers. So if you want to sit and listen to some basic information and have an opportunity to ask questions, I'm having an opportunity live tomorrow evening at 6. And if you go to the VIP group, you can find out more information about that event. You don't have to sign up for it. You just watch it live from the VIP group. But I want you to, if you say you're going, I think Facebook will send you a reminder. So that's coming up on Saturday. And on Sunday, it is somebody's birthday eve. Bill's birthday is Monday, but we've got some other things we have to do on Monday. So Sunday night, we are going to have, what did I call it? Bill's birthday bingo bash. So we are going to play bingo for Bill's birthday, and he's having the birthday, but you're getting the gifts. So
Yeah, why not get the gift?
you do have to be a VIP member to play. So get yourself over to the VIP group. The VIP group is absolutely free. It's just where I can do sales and deals and giveaways, and we can play bingo, and I can give out prizes. So in the VIP group, look for that event. It should be on one of the featured things, and tell us you're going. There's a link for you to fill out a Google form. You have to fill that out because that's where I will get the email address to send you your bingo cards. VIP members get one free bingo card. And if you're happy with that, you're good to go. You have you'll get your one free bingo card. If you're a diehard bingo player and you want to increase your chances, we're also selling additional cards. So in that event, there's also a link if you want to purchase some additional cards to increase your chances. And you're thinking, why should I pay you guys to play bingo? Because any monies that we get from selling extra bingo cards are going to get turned around, and they're going to be offered in the form of, well, not cash, but prizes for our winners. So the more cards we sell, the more winners we can have to give prizes to. Make sense? Okay. Yeah, you don't, well, you know you're going to get on Amazon or order your own.
Yeah, because I just made it.
That's what I do. Oh, honey, I already ordered my gift. It'll be here on Thursday.
Yeah, it's a piece of plastic that helps me fill up trash cans of, stuff out in the
Hey,
yard.
what did I buy you last year for your birthday?
I don't
You
remember.
don't
This is
remember,
so
do you?
important.
You don't.
Look at that face. You
This-
bought my boat.
I bought him a boat.
You did.
Well, a little fishing raft, catamaran. What is it called?
Pontoon.
A pontoon boat, and he got quite a bit of use out of that.
And I will get more
Okay,
this summer too.
the cards are either, when you get the link, you can play them from your device. If you order extra cards, I'm not quite sure how that will work. Displaying all those different cards, you might have to do a bunch of screens, but you can print them out yourself too. So I'm not sure how many games we'll play. So either if you're wanting to X out your spaces on your bingo card, you might want to print a bunch of cards, but easier if you just like get some popcorn or beans or something to put down on them. So when we play the next game, you can just clear them off and not have to print a bunch of them if you go the print route. Okay, so anyway, I think that's it. And we're coming up on, we're not going to hit an hour because I'm not going to
48
keep you
minutes.
that long. 48 minutes plus we were an hour and 8 minutes. So I have about 4 more minutes to waste. I will pose. Okay, he's got the big old Raincross Farms. Okay, so I'm gonna this. Okay, that ought to be good.
Great, you're at 49 minutes now.
Okay, woohoo! That's all right. We'll make up for it another time. Hey, and they will probably count bingo. No, because I'm doing that on the VIP group.
Yeah,
So they'll
see
probably
how
count
you are.
bingo as going live.
See how you are?
Okay, well, I think that's it for tonight, and we will finish this up another night. So again, tomorrow night is our Opportunity Live. Pop in if you're at all interested. No obligation. I will be giving out some prizes at the end of that too. So Opportunity Live at 6 tomorrow. Bingo Sunday at 6. And I think that's it. Your kids should be here in about 45 minutes. Well, what do you have to do?
Just enough
Do you
time
have
to
to
get snacks.
Do you have to go run out and get donuts? Because that's what my mom would have done. Anyway, you are so welcome, and we will see you later. Thanks for hanging with us. Like and follow our page, and we'll see you later. So bye-bye.